Welcome you to Mia's Cuisine. How are you guys doing? As for me, things are picking up. It's just that here in Alberta, we are still in winter. Can you imagine? Anyway, a lot of my fans have been asking me how to prepare plain okra. That is if they don't want it with egusi. So this is what I'm gonna show you guys today. This is actually okra, very healthy vegetable. And if you wanna cut it, this is how I cut it. If you like, you can Google the health benefits of okra. It's very healthy. Some people call it slimy veggies. This is how I cut it. Or you can use the blender to grate, because this is very time consuming. I usually don't do it like this. So this is how I chop the okra. Once again, if you are all done chopping or grating by using the blender, so here's my quantity. You put a little bit of salt and mix. You can mix with a glass, or if you don't have vampire nails, you can use your plain hands. So you mix. You do this to make the slime to come out. I'll be cooking my okra with some fried fish, some red meat, some, what is that again? Some food cow. I always like varieties. And what you need to cook the plain okra, like I said, you have your meat, you have the okra itself. I'll also be using a little bit of crayfish, a little bit of ginger, a little bit of garlic, salt, maggi, or a spice of your choice, and you are good to go. Okay guys, here we are. What you need to cook your plain okra, you need the okra itself, either grate in the blender or chopped or cut with a knife. You need your compartment. It doesn't matter what you use, it all depends on you. I have here, like I said before, I have some red meat, I have some food cow, and I have some fried fish. I like it mixed up. I have a little bit of ginger, a little bit of garlic, pepper, and palm oil. I'll start up with the water from the meat that I boiled. There's usually not enough, so we're gonna put extra water as we go along. Okay, the water you use to cook the okra is based on the quantity of the water, of the quantity of the okra. It's better to have less and you add as you go along than to have more and to make it soupy okra or pepper soup okra. I guess we don't want that. So this is about 4 cups of water for the meantime. If some of your meat haven't been overcooked, you can put it now while the water boils. But if you know the meat is soft already, don't put it in because it will get too soft. My food cow have not been overcooked, so I'm good to go with those. I can add it in there while it boils, while the water boils. While it boils, we can also add a palm oil, maybe half a cup or 3 tablespoons. or depending on how red you want it. If you don't too, if you're not used to palm oil, you want it white, hey, go for white. I've eaten it white sometimes. Doesn't really matter, but palm oil is good for you. Google it and you'll see the benefits. As it boils, we can add our ginger and our garlic. I like to stay off the salt for now, since my meat and stuff already have salt and maggi. Let it boil again for another 5 minutes before putting your okra. Almost forgot our crayfish, but if you can lay your hands on it, it's okay too. You can do without. Crayfish to us is like what curry is to India, so we just cannot do without. Maybe 3 or 4 spoons. It's been 5 minutes. Tossing my fish and my okra. If you don't want it to be too slimy, then you cover the pot or you put more water. If you cover your pot with the okra, it's going to be less slimy. So I'll leave mine open for the meantime until I see where it is. So at this point, I can taste my salt, maggi to taste, and add accordingly. I'll now add my meat and the softer portion, the other stuff, so it can melange with my okra as it cooks, as I bring it to the softer side. You can allow it to cook for about 8 to 10 minutes. You will know it's cooked when you taste it. The okra is actually in your mouth, it's actually soft. It's not crunchy, but it's soft. So that's where you know it's cooked, it's properly cooked. So it's been 10 minutes and our okra is all done and ready to be eaten with either some gari, some fufu, some rice. Oh, how I love it with rice. Do you see the texture? It's not too thick and not too light, just good to go to swallow. So once again, what you need is, you need okra itself, you need a little bit of ginger, a little bit of garlic, you need pepper if you eat pepper, you need salt, maggi to taste, or a spice of your choice. You need your compartment. What I use food colour, fried fish, and red meat. And you also need crayfish, but you can skip the crayfish if it's headache to you, or if you don't want it, or if you don't know what it is, or if you don't want to use it, you can skip it out. Anyway, I'm gonna show you how I make my gari. First of all, this is what I usually buy. I go with the yellow gari. Oh, it's yummy. When you eat it, you don't want to eat any other gari. So this is my gari. Before, I will usually put hot water. Put water in the pot, put it on the fire, and stir. Now I have a shorter way to make it. Let me show you. Okay, I'll put a quantity in the bowl. Like if I want to make it for the whole family, I'll usually use the bigger bowls. Right now, I just want to showcase you guys what I do. Put water in it, take out the dirt, like draining it in the sink. Put a little bit more. It's like you want to drink garri but not drinking. Actually, just put it in the microwave. Take out the water, but don't take out everything because you want more water to be there. You want it to be like this. You want the mixture to be like this. You don't want it to be too thick, too hot, or too light. So as you do this, you just put it in the microwave. With this quantity, I usually put 6 minutes. After 3 minutes, I'll take it out and stir and put it back in. Okay, it's been 3 minutes, so I took it out from the microwave. Mix it up. This is for busy people, and as far as I'm concerned, everybody in North America is busy. Do this, put it back in the microwave for another 2 to 3 minutes. If you think it's a little bit too hot, once you remove it the first time, you put a little bit of water after you stir before putting it back in the microwave. Like you see, I put a little bit of water because it's a little bit hot. Okay, here we are. Like I said, 6 minutes in the microwave and you are good to go. This is what I do. Just put it on the plate. Here we are. So this is my garri and okra. This will take anybody back to their country of origin. And when they ask you where the country of yours is, just say Mia's Cuisine, because I believe we are all the same. What unites us is more than what separates us. Once again, thank you for watching. It's always a pleasure serving you. So this is plain okra with garri. Like I said before, you can eat it with any preference of your choice. It's your food, so do what you want to do with it. Thank you and take care. Be good to each other. Bye.